यथा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our most loving and reverential pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagwan, revered elders, dear brothers and sisters, a loving Sai Ram to one and all. On the occasion of the 29th convocation of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning and the 85th birthday celebrations of the Chancellor of the Universe, we, the students of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, humbly offer at the lotus feet a drama entitled Tvameva Sharanam Mama. The entry of the Lord into a devotee's life is the most magical and mystical moment. He does not bother about what you are, what you do, where you are, how you are, as long as the call has come from the depths of the heart. Today, we shall witness one such entry where the Sanatana Sarathi rides straight into the heart of his devotee. Sanatan, who is a tailor by profession. Sanatan hails from Vithalpur, a place which was devastated by floods and rebuilt by Sai Vithala. The Sri Satya Sai Seva organization, headed by Sri Dayakar, has been instrumental in rebuilding it. Ever since, Vithalpur has become Sai Vithalpur. Today, Sanatan has stitched an attire for his Vithala, his Sai Vithala.
जब जब जीवन नैया डूबन लागे मन घबराए तुझे पुकारे ओ सुन मन की सदाए प्रभु दौड़े आए जीवन नैया पार लगा न्यारी, तेरी लीला है सबसे न्यारी, तेरी लीला है सबसे न्यारी।
हो तेरी लीला है सबसे न्यारी, छाई खुशियाँ सारी, तेरी दया के ओ पांडुरंगे।
हमने सुना है ओ मेरे साईं, तू भगवान का रूप है।
तुम ही दया कर साथी मेरे, महिमा तेरी खूब है।
मन में मेरे बस यही आशा, सेवा अवसर पाऊं,
अर्पण कर दूं जो है तेरा, नतमस्तक हो जाऊं।
आओ सब मिल पंढरी साई के धाम चले। जय हो विठ्ठले, जय हो पांडुरंगे, जय हो विठ्ठले, जय हो पांडुरंगे, जय जय विठ्ठल, 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 जय जय विठ्ठल,
जय बोलो पंढरीनाथ महाराज की जय। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
साई राम काका।
अरे दयाकर जी, नमस्ते. What a pleasure it is to see you. Your presence brings good tidings and hope to all of us. How are you, beta?
By Bhagwan's grace, everything is fine, Kaka. Looks like I've come at the right moment. Grand celebrations indeed. In fact, the celebrations are only going to get grander. Bhagwan is blessing you all with a glorious gift. Swami is bestowing on Sai Vithalpur a new hospital which will provide health care to each and everyone, totally free of cost.
Hey, Sai. Even the ocean has its limits, but your compassion has no limits. You have helped rebuild our lives.
In fact, today we feel that those devastating floods were a blessing in disguise, for they have showered Allah's grace on us and brought Sai Baba into our lives. 2 years ago, when our lives were mercilessly snatched away from us, MashaAllah, it was He who came and resurrected us.
He has installed himself as Sai Panduranga, keeping an ever watchful eye on all of us. Oh, how magnificent he looks! I always wondered who makes this beautiful attire for the Lord, brings him out so alive.
Very true, Dayakar ji. Very true. Sanatan? Sanatan? Dayakar ji, have you not met Sanatan, our tailor?
Sanatan? Ah, I've heard about him, but never got a chance to meet him.
Dayakar Babu, you must meet him. He is very different. He takes days, sometimes weeks to deliver a simple dress.
He says he sees God in all his customers.
पर रब दी कसम चंगा टेलर है सनातन. ओ प्राजी, you must get one safari stitched. In fact, he too wants to meet you.
Kaka, I'd love to meet this man.
Yes, yes. Come, let's go.
Sanatan's character reminds us about Swami's Anthony. Anthony was a violin maker who made only one violin a year. Though he could have made a fortune because of his expertise, he believed that he had to make the perfect violin because it had to be offered to the Lord. Sanatan's philosophy of life was the same. This is the beginning of the unfolding of a master plan.
Absolutely comfortable. As usual, perfect fit, Sanatan ji.
Vitala. Vitala. But little more work is left.
No, Sanatan ji. It is perfect.
No, Hari. Give me just 2 more days. This is my Vitala's dress. How can I offer him something incomplete?
Okay, Sanatan ji. No problem. Namaste.
Sanatan. Oh, Sanatan. Look. You have a very special visitor today. This is Dayakar ji. He is the one who...
Dayakar ji. Come, sir. Please, sit down. Kaka, who has not heard about this messenger of God? It is my great fortune to have you here, sir. Dayakar ji, I have always wanted to ask you if there is any opportunity to serve Sai Baba, to do something for him. He has done so much for us, sir.
Sanatan, Swami says, service is your birthright. You can serve him in whatever you do. That is all that he expects. Keep this fire of aspiration burning bright in your heart, Sanatan. Your prayers will certainly be rewarded at the appropriate time.
Arey Sanatan, won't you ask Dayakar ji why he's here? He wants to get a safari stitched by you.
Definitely, Dayakar ji. Definitely. Yet another opportunity to adorn my Panduranga. Vitala.
You know, Sanatan, I'll be wearing this safari in Prashant Nilayam, in the presence of my Swami.
Sir, will I ever get a chance to see his beautiful form?
Only when he calls you can you go to him. Sanatan, I'm sure Swami will definitely call you one day. Acha, we shall get going. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Sanatan. Sanatan.
Namaste, Master Ji.
Sanatan, there's a limit. You have been warned time and again, and yet you don't have any sense of responsibility towards your son's future? Sanatan, can you not pay a little attention to what I'm saying? If only you gave half of this attention to your son's education, he wouldn't have had to see this day.
What happened, Master Ji? Naveen? Naveen? Has my Naveen faltered in any way?
Not Naveen, Sanatan. You have faltered, blinded by your own whimsical attitude towards life and work. Please be practical. This is your son's future we are talking about. Naveen is one of the most promising students I have ever come across. And definitely he deserves better than this. I have been sent here to tell you that either you pay up his school fees by tomorrow morning, or he need not come to school at all.
Masterji, Vitala has given us everything that we need. Do you think he will forsake me for something as petty as money? No.
Yes, of course, Sanatan ji. Vithala will definitely take care of you. Let your Vithala come and pay the fees. Bauji? Bauji, look! See what I found!
Naveen, where did you find all this money?
Bauji, I found it over there. Vithala has answered our prayers.
No, Naveen. This doesn't belong to us. This bag must be one of our clients. We must find out who the owner is and return it immediately. Go. Go, Naveen. Go.
Bauji, we are in desperate need of money. And here it is. Why don't you think that Vithala has gifted us the money in this way?
You are still naive, Naveen. When Vithala comes to our rescue...
The solution is here. But you're not ready to accept it. Do you want Vithala himself to come and give you the money, Bauji? This is our last chance. If I don't pay the fees, my life is ruined.
No, Naveen. Don't utter such words. Help will come to us at the right time. We cannot covet somebody else's wealth just because it suits our convenience. Even the thought of doing so is a sin, Naveen.
All that I'm asking, Bauji, is for an opportunity to study, so that I can prosper and bring honor to our family. My education is at stake here, and all you can think of is your work and your impractical values.
Why do you worry, Naveen? All that we have is given to us by Vithala. And Vithala is always there by our side. Always, Naveen.
Vithala, Vithala, Vithala! Bauji, look at our condition. We can't afford the school fees. And we can't even have 2 good meals a day. What has he done for us? Bauji, what has your Vithala done for us?
Naveen! Don't ever doubt Vitala's power and mercy. I am disappointed today because you have lost faith in his mercy. In the face of a little challenge in life and attempted to covet what doesn't belong to us. Arey Naveen, we belong to that soil which has produced men who have given up their entire kingdoms in order to uphold Satya and Dharma. Sri Rama, Harishchandra, Yudhishthira, and the list is endless, Naveen. Why just kings? Even the ordinary people of this land have sacrificed everything to uphold truth. Naveen, let me recount to you the greatness of our Bharatiya culture as told to us by Baba. Baba describes how the people of Bharat practice dharma through a beautiful Chinnakatha. It goes back to the days when the great conqueror Alexander was ruling over a part of India. He was proud with his achievement until he came to Bharat and was awestruck by what he saw. It so happened one day.
The glorious master of men and fate.
All hail Alexander the Great!
O great Sikandar, history today is your hostage, willing to be written as you wish it to, and the future your footstool, firmly secure under your feet. From the febrile land of Macedonia to the fertile plains of the Indus, every grain of dust reverberates with the victory cries of the Greek army.
Indeed, Gunananda, indeed. First, mighty Persia crumbled at my feet. And soon, the entire land beyond the Indus, that vast landmass that stretches beyond imagination, that India, shall come under my sway and pay homage to me.
Accept my salutations, O magnanimous one.
Polonius, do you realize that you're late for my court? An act that I despise.
Pardon me, sire. I was detained by an issue that has struck my mind still.
What? What is the matter?
Sire, two farmers approached me this morning with a land dispute case, the like of which we have never ever come across. No country in this world that we have ever conquered offers any precedent in solving such a curious case. Finding myself unable to pronounce a judgment, I have come to the only one capable of doing so, and that is your exalted self. Permit me, please, to present the two parties to the case.
Pranam, Samrat.
What matter deserves the audience of the great Alexander himself?
Samrat, I am Harish Chandra, a humble farmer. A few weeks ago, I had bought a plot of land from Dharmesh. A couple of days before, as I was tilling the land, I found a chest full of gold buried in the land. Now, I have bought the land from Dharmesh and paid him for it, yes. But I have not paid him for any alien contents found in the land. So the chest of gold rightfully belongs to Dharmesh, Samrat.
Now, if he's willingly relinquishing the rights over the chest of gold in your favor, then what is your problem?
But sire, that is the problem. When I sold my land to Harish Chandra, I sold it in its entirety. So the land and anything else found in it naturally belongs to Harish.
But sire, Asteya. How can I disregard the fundamental principle of Asteya, non-covetousness of others' property? I bear the name of Harish Chandra, the great emperor who sacrificed everything to uphold truth. How can I claim ownership of the gold when it is not even mine?
The same holds good for me too, Samrat. My name is Dharmesh, the master of Dharma. How then can I differ from the basic tenet of Dharma echoed in the Ishavasya Upanishad? Ma gridha kasya svidhanam. Do not covet others' wealth. The gold does not belong to me and I cannot take it.
Think logically, Dharmesh. It is crystal clear that the gold belongs to you.
Harish Chandra, why don't you understand? You own the land and it is but natural that it belongs
Silence! Do not forget in whose presence you stand.
What is this? Are these people insane? Or are the principles on which I have based my life of conquest hollow? For the first time in my life, I find myself incapable of making A decision? Gunananda, you are a native of this land and understand the culture better. Can you throw some light on this case?
The solution is very simple. I have known the families of Harishchandra and Dharmesh for a while. If I am not mistaken, Harishchandra has a daughter and Dharmesh a son, both of marriageable age. I suggest that the two get married and the chest of gold given to the couple. Are you satisfied with the solution?
Yes, sire.
You may leave.
Now that, I must admit, Gunananda, is a splendid solution indeed.
But the solution is besides the point. What is important is the nature of this case.
O great Sikandar, what you had witnessed today was not an exception. It was the reflection of the sentiment prevalent throughout this country. This sacred land of Bharat is the treasure chest of the values of truth, righteousness, and sacrifice. Satya, Dharma, and Tyaga. Why, even the wind here recites, Nakarmana, Naprajaya, Dhanena, Tyage Naike Amrutatvama Nashu. Not through conquest, or progeny, or wealth. Immortality can be attained only through sacrifice.
Now I see the truth in what my master Aristotle had once said. He had said that I was entering a land of sacrifice, of action and of character. Today, his words stand validated. Never before have I encountered such rustic, ordinary people who live a life not of taking and usurping, but of giving and sacrificing. I salute this great nation that has bestowed on her children the inheritance of values and character. I salute Bharat.
That is how Bharatiyas practiced Satya and Dharma. It is those practices that have cascaded down through ages. Naveen, Baba expects all of us to practice the exalted Bharatiya culture in our day-to-day life.
Indeed, none else can encapsulate the most profound truths of life in the form of simple and beautiful Chinnakathas other than our beloved Bhagavan. Meanwhile, Dayakar has met with an unforeseen, fateful event. Is this a quirk of destiny or an act of providence?
Dayakar? Oh, Dayakar. How are you, my friend? I was so worried when I heard that you had met with an accident.
By Swami's grace, I'm fine, Gurupal. Prem and Aditya rushed to the accident site immediately. Gurupal, what shall I say? As I was lying unconscious at the accident site, Gurupal, I was robbed. The documents for the hospital land, they're all gone.
What?
I've lodged a complaint with the police.
Dayakar, the very beginning of the hospital depends on those documents. Do you realize what this means? 2 years of her toil
2 years of our effort in peeling one bureaucratic layer after the other. And above all, 2 years of Sai Vittalpur's wait for good medical health care. Everything will be lost. This hospital is Swami's gift to Sai Vittalpur. And we are its custodians. And how can we show our face to Swami now?
Dayakar, we have nabbed the thieves. These were small-time thugs and had left a clear trail. But I am sorry to say, we could not find the documents you had mentioned.
What? Oh, Gaurav, are you sure there were no documents?
Dayakar, we turned their place upside down. I am certain there were no documents.
Excuse me, sir. Does Mr. V.D. Shastri live here?
Yes. Please come in.
No, no, Dayakarji. I will do it. I want to do it for Swami. My Panduranga will give me the strength. I will work day and night, sir. But Dayakarji, I will do it. I will do it, sir.
I know, Sanatan. I know. You will do it. When the Lord entrusts us with a work, He also gives us the strength to do it. Here, keep this money as advance.
No, sir. I don't need so much.
No, Sanatan. You need it. I know that. Don't you have to pay Naveen's school fees by tomorrow? Here, take the money. Keep it.
Oh, Vittala.